Welcome back to AM Revenue, where we focus on helping you unlock your potential, build wealth, and achieve financial independence. Today's video is going to dive into the deep and thought-provoking teachings of Naval Ravikant, the entrepreneur, angel investor, and author of the Almanack of Naval Ravikant. If you haven't heard of him, Naval has gained global recognition for his insights on wealth, happiness, and life strategies. A link to his popular book can be found in the description. Naval's wisdom on wealth building isn't about chasing shortcuts or following traditional paths. Instead, it's about making intelligent decisions over time, adopting the right mindset, and utilizing leverage in the right ways. Today, we'll be breaking down some of Naval's most impactful ideas from a 3.5-hour podcast he did, and how they can change the way you approach your financial future. So, let's get started with these valuable lessons. Seek wealth, not money or status. Naval often discusses the difference between wealth, money, and status. And it's crucial to understand how each of these plays a different role in our lives. Society often blurs the lines between these concepts, but Naval highlights that wealth is the ultimate goal, not money or status. First, let's break down what wealth really is. Naval defines wealth as having assets that generate income. Assets that work for you even when you're not actively working. This could be businesses, real estate, stocks, intellectual property, or anything else that produces cash flow without requiring constant effort from you. Wealth is freedom. It gives you the ability to choose how to spend your time and create the life you desire. Wealth is something that compounds over time, growing as you focus on building assets. Now, consider money. Money is a tool, a medium of exchange, and something that can provide short-term comforts and temporary solutions to problems. It's something that can be spent, saved, or invested, but unlike wealth, it's not an enduring asset. Naval warns against getting trapped in the pursuit of money. While money is necessary for survival and can enhance your life, the true goal is wealth, because wealth gives you long-term security and freedom. Lastly, we have status. Naval stresses that status is a social construct. It's the image of yourself that you present to the outside world. The pursuit of status can lead people to chase things like validation, approval, or admiration from others, but this pursuit often leads to a cycle of emptiness. The reason is simple: status is fleeting. What matters today may not matter tomorrow. Naval argues that status doesn't bring lasting satisfaction. It only feeds the ego temporarily. The ultimate goal then is not to chase money or status, but to focus on building wealth. Naval's advice is clear. Don't worry about impressing others with your possessions, wealth, or achievements. Instead, prioritize building assets that generate income and allow you to live life on your terms. The importance of specific knowledge. The next key point Naval makes is about specific knowledge. This is the idea that real success comes from knowing something uniquely well. Unlike general knowledge, which anyone can learn through books, classes, or formal education, specific knowledge is something deeply personal. It's the knowledge and skills that are uniquely yours. Skills that come from personal experience, experimentation, and passion. Specific knowledge isn't something you can simply go out and learn from a textbook. It's developed over time through experience, introspection, and hands-on practice. This could be anything from an intimate understanding of a particular subject to a highly specialized skill set in your industry. Whether you're good at designing websites, building relationships, analyzing data, or solving complex problems, specific knowledge is your edge in the marketplace. Naval stresses that developing specific knowledge should be the focus of your career. It's not about learning things that are common or generic. The key is to find what you are naturally good at and lean into it. What are you drawn to? What do you find yourself passionate about? That is where your greatest opportunities lie. Moreover, specific knowledge is incredibly powerful because it can't easily be replicated by others. This creates a natural barrier to competition. If you become exceptionally good at something that only you can do, you make yourself indispensable, and your value in the marketplace rises exponentially. Naval gives the example of someone who is really good at creating art, writing compelling stories, or solving technical problems in ways no one else can. That kind of specific knowledge allows you to provide massive value to the world, and that's the key to creating wealth. When you can do something that others can't replicate easily, you gain leverage, and that's how you win in the long run. Accountability and leveraging relationships. Next up, Naval talks about accountability and the importance of leveraging relationships. The two are closely linked, and understanding them can lead to greater success both in business and life. First, let's talk about accountability. Naval emphasizes that the ability to take responsibility for your actions and outcomes is key to creating leverage in your life. When you take accountability, you're not only taking responsibility for your actions, but also for the results of those actions. This creates trust and demonstrates that you're a person of integrity, someone who owns up to their mistakes and celebrates their success. In business, accountability is essential because it allows you to take calculated risks. Without accountability, there's no ownership. And with no ownership, there's no opportunity for growth or reward. People who take responsibility for their projects and decisions are able to move faster, take on bigger challenges, and ultimately reach their goals quicker than those who aren't accountable. Now, let's talk about relationships. Naval argues that leveraging relationships is a powerful way to scale your success. When you surround yourself with the right people, trustworthy, competent, and supportive individuals, you open doors to new opportunities, ideas, and ways of thinking. This isn't just about networking for the sake of making connections. It's about building deep, meaningful relationships that can last a lifetime. Accountability and relationships go hand in hand. When you're accountable, people know that they can trust you. And trust is the cornerstone of great relationships. Trusting relationships are what help you achieve your goals, both personally and professionally. These connections can provide the support, encouragement, and resources you need to move forward with your plans. Naval advises that you should focus on building relationships with rational optimists, people who believe in long-term success, who are not focused on immediate gains, but rather on building sustainable growth. These people are more likely to help you succeed because they'll challenge you to think better, work smarter, and grow faster. Leverage, the key to efficiency. The concept of leverage is one of the most powerful ideas Naval discusses, and it's also one of the most essential tools you can use to build wealth. Leverage allows you to multiply your results with minimal extra effort, making you far more efficient. Naval breaks leverage down into three main types: labor, capital, and media. Labor leverage refers to using other people's time and effort to achieve your goals. This is what entrepreneurs do when they hire employees, contractors, or freelancers to help execute their vision. By using the labor of others, you can scale your business without having to do all the work yourself. This lets you focus on high-level tasks while others handle the details. Capital leverage is when you use money to create more money. Think of investments, loans, and using financial tools to grow your wealth. When you deploy capital wisely, you can create returns far greater than the effort or time you invest. This is one of the most common forms of leverage used by wealthy individuals to multiply their returns. Media leverage, which Naval emphasizes as being especially powerful today, is all about using technology, particularly the internet and digital platforms, to scale your efforts. Through media leverage, you can reach thousands, even millions of people without significantly increasing your costs or effort. This is why creating content, whether it's blogs, videos, podcasts, or social media posts, has become so powerful. You can create a piece of content once, and it can work for you indefinitely, reaching more and more people over time. The most powerful form of leverage today, according to Naval, is technology leverage. With the rise of online businesses, coding, and automation, technology allows you to build products and services that scale without adding significant marginal costs. It's what allows a single entrepreneur to reach thousands of customers around the world using little more than a laptop and internet connection. Leverage is what separates the successful from the struggling. When you use leverage properly, you're able to multiply your efforts and achieve results that would otherwise be impossible. If you're looking for a place to leverage technology and start an online business, a great place to start is the challenge put on by Jonathan Montoya. His 72-hour challenge allows you to leverage his technology and businesses and start an affiliate marketing business in minutes for only $9. Find the link to his challenge in the description. Playing long-term games with long-term people. Naval highlights that success is built on long-term thinking. Instead of focusing on immediate gratification or quick wins, he advises playing long-term games with long-term people. This means building relationships that will last, investing in projects that will pay off over time, and working with individuals who share your vision for sustainable success. This approach encourages patience and consistency. Rather than jumping from one short-term opportunity to another, focus on building something that will grow and compound over time. The best business ventures, relationships, and even personal growth are built with patience and persistence. By prioritizing long-term thinking, you avoid falling into the trap of quick wins that often result in short-lived success. Working with long-term people is just as important. Surround yourself with those who are trustworthy, optimistic, and rational. These people understand the value of patience and delayed gratification, and they can help you stay focused on your long-term goals. Rejecting most advice. Naval warns against blindly following the advice of others, particularly when it comes to wealth, happiness, and personal success. He believes that most advice is context-dependent and often based on the individual experiences of the person giving it. What worked for them may not necessarily work for you. Instead of relying on generic advice, Naval suggests developing a strong sense of self-awareness and critical thinking. One of the most profound pieces of wisdom Naval offers is the idea that you can't copy your way to success. This means you need to find your unique path rather than trying to replicate someone else's journey. Learn to filter advice through the lens of your own experiences, values, and goals. Trust your intuition and take ownership of your decisions. Naval encourages people to experiment, fail, and learn through their own experiences. By doing so, you'll develop a better understanding of what works for you and create a life that's truly aligned with your values and passions. Happiness is a skill. Naval's insights don't just focus on building wealth. He also emphasizes the importance of cultivating happiness. He views happiness as a skill that can be developed and practiced, much like learning a new language or playing a musical instrument. According to Naval, happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. It's about managing your mind, eliminating unnecessary desires, and learning to find joy in the present moment. He advocates for practices like meditation, mindfulness, and gratitude as tools to train your mind and achieve a state of inner peace. One of Naval's famous quotes is, "A calm mind, a fit body, and a house full of love. These things cannot be bought. They must be earned." This reminds us that true happiness is not tied to material wealth, but to the intangible aspects of life: peace of mind, physical health, and meaningful relationships. By focusing on mastering your mind and aligning your life with your inner values, you can achieve a state of lasting happiness. Naval encourages us to stop chasing happiness through external means and instead focus on cultivating it from within. Final thoughts. Naval Ravikant's teachings are a treasure trove of wisdom for anyone looking to achieve financial freedom, personal growth, and lasting happiness. His ideas challenge traditional notions of success and encourage us to think deeply about what truly matters in life. From understanding the difference between wealth, money, and status to leveraging specific knowledge, accountability, relationships, and long-term thinking, Naval's principles provide a clear roadmap for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey to success is deeply personal. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. But by internalizing Naval's lessons and applying them to your unique circumstances, you can unlock your potential and create the life you've always dreamed of. So take these insights to heart. Start building your wealth. And most importantly, focus on the things that truly make you happy. If you would like to dive deeper into Naval's thoughts, I'll include a link to his entire 3.5-hour podcast in the description. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to AM Revenue for more videos on building wealth, achieving success, and living a purposeful life. See you on the next one.